Well, I'm Kimberly Jones and I'm here with Nick Williams in the Fading Light, but we're in Exeter, outside Exeter Cathedral, and we're just going to have a chat really. And I was just saying, I was really interested in something you were saying earlier about when you're in conversation with another human being, if you're open to it, all sorts of interesting things can develop, a potential, and I'd like to chat with you about that and how that can apply to business, that there's something higher that wants to come in.
Yeah, I don't quite know how to, I was going to say understand it, but I can articulate it. Over the years I've had conversations with particular people, and it's almost felt like as we're having a conversation, a new universe opens up. And I don't know what the mechanics of that are, but I know I've experienced it with a number of people over the years. And suddenly just there's a magic that happens, a spark that happens when you just have a conversation.
Yes.
So I think conversations can be magical things where, say, new universes, new ideas get born, ideas come into being, and those ideas that really grab people's imaginations and grab their hearts and grab their inspiration, those are the ones to follow beyond the conversation.
Yes.
The conversation isn't going to build a business, but the conversation could be the start of a new business or a new idea in business.
And what happens in the conversation,
Yeah.
if you can be aware of it.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Is to be open and to be aware of that there's something else that might happen in a conversation.
Yeah, but there's an opening that can happen.
Yeah.
So I suppose that requires an openness, because it's so easy just to squash even brilliant ideas and come up with 27 reasons why an idea is stupid and that will never work.
Yes.
So it does require an openness and a willingness to not reject things, I guess.
Yes.
Have you experienced those magical times in conversations?
Well, absolutely. I mean, for me particularly, because I'm an energy sensitive, so all that basically means is that I'm very aware on a felt level, on an extrasensory level, if you like, of those dynamics, those mechanics of what's happening behind the scenes when people are talking. So, for example, knowing that I was coming here to speak with you today, what starts to form for me, I don't want to be too out there for everybody, but what starts to form for me is just an awareness almost of a field of energy above and between, that's a potential that could ground and land, could land. And the number of times I've sat in workshop or business meetings where I've been aware of this energy, this potential that wants to be used. And it can go anywhere, but it wants to be used because, I don't want to assign it too much sentiency, this energy, but it's just a potential that I'm aware of, that sometimes when there are maybe more than, I'd say, one person in the group that's aware of it, that's perhaps in tune, whether it's intuition or energy sensitivity, then you can tap into it, then you can touch into it. And I see this energy field start to move lower and lower and lower down in the room. And then it seems to sort of ground to the earth. And that's when you move into the space of creativity. What was perhaps a conceptual, theoretical, I'm sensing into the edge of something here. What's the idea? What are the ideas in the room? What's the highest potential of this business or this partnership? Where could it go? How could it align with your service, with my service, with the collective? It moves from those softer, more ethereal, sort of tentative conversations into, wow, this is fun.
Yeah.
Creativity starts to happen. Do you get that experience?
Yeah, have you read a book called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield? Have you heard of it? No, it's a wonderful book. Anybody listening to this or watching this, it's been almost like a Bible for me, called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. And in the last part of it, he describes how he thinks, and he quotes William Blake, who said, eternity is in love with the creations of time. And he says that every human being is a portal between the eternal realm and the physical realm. So that's certainly how it's felt for me. It's like, the work we're born to do came to me as an idea 15 years ago. It was just a thought. But over the 15 years, that thought has become a global business.
Yes.
It's grounded more and more, and I guess it's going to be an idea that I'm going to pursue and keep grounding for the rest of my life. But it's almost like each of us are a midwife for ideas, and we can either reject them, or we can somehow take them on board and embody them and share them.
Yes.
But I love that idea that eternity is in love with the creations of time, that we're not left on our own, that actually whatever you believe in, whether it's angels or higher realms of consciousness, are actively participating in us bringing those ideas into this realm.
Yes. Just last year, actually, it resonates really strongly with me. Last year I had almost a mantra that started coming to me when I was working with clients, which was grounding the light. And whether that just relates to the tribe, the light workers that I'm here working with, or whether it's everyone, I I don't know. I mean, it's a belief. It's not necessarily a truth, but it's my belief that we are here to ground the light. That light.
Be the light and
To
ground
be
the light.
Yes, exactly. And that whole thing of spirit and matter coming together. And of course, it can come in through relationship. It can come in through business. Why not? You know, why not business?
Brilliant.
I love that.
Well, thank you. Let's
Oh, thanks.
to bring this conversation to an end. Not because we don't want to stop talking, but we just want to make them into nice
Little chunks.
chunks.
Yes.
Thank you.